Good morning, everybody, from Breeze Lake Campground here in Brownsville, Texas. I thought I'd make a short little video this morning. Here, I'm just going to switch the camera. Short little video this morning just to kind of run down the costs on this trip. I had some people wondering what it costs. So I'll just give you some basic cost in Canadian dollars. The trip down here is 3,900 kilometers. I did it over 6 days. Took my time. Fuel costs came out at $717 Canadian for the whole trip. My big Ford averaged 20.8 liters per 100, which is pretty good, seeing I pushed a lot of wind. I took a different route because I left from Manitoba, so I went to Fargo, North Dakota, then I went west to Highway 83, which is just, I don't know, maybe 5-10 miles from Bismarck. And then Highway 83 will take you all the way down to Brownsville. It's 2-lane blacktop, but a very good road, but surprisingly very little traffic and very scenic compared to the interstates. Now, traveling a highway like this is a little different because you don't have the big truck stops, etc., but there is plenty of fuel stops and food stops, and there are lots of little towns that have campgrounds that are very reasonable. That being said, a lot of people that travel like this, they stay in Walmart parking lots or in truck stops, and in my opinion, I would say avoid that. Do a little bit of research. There's an app, it's called Campendium, and it is a wealth of information on campgrounds, dump stations, fuel stops, pretty much anything you want. So I spent time on there and I kind of plotted a route. And my total cost for campgrounds in those 6 days was $80 US, which is, I think, quite reasonable considering they were all full hookups. They were in small little towns where it was quiet and it was safe. Being in the trucking industry for 40 years and seeing a decline in the quality of drivers, I would not recommend staying in a truck stop. And nor would I say stay in a Walmart parking lot either, because the campgrounds are just so much safer. And not that there is a big threat, but it was quiet. You want to sleep good, and I think it's for the $20 a night. It's way better. There was actually a couple places that camping was free in the town with full hookups. So how can you go wrong? I'm staying at Breeze Lake. It's a nice little RV park. It's a mixture of mobile homes and RV lots. The total cost is $728 Canadian a month, plus electric. I don't know yet what the electric will cost, but from talking to the people right here, they say depends how much you use your air conditioner and that sort of thing. But they said once you get into December and January, things cool off. And they're paying roughly $40 a month for their electricity. So I guess it all depends. Food costs on the way here, I spent $40 in food costs because I'm in my camper, so I have all my own stuff with me. I stopped at a grocery store and picked up a few supplies, and so that was relatively cheap. Being down here now, grocery prices are, I would say, on par with Canada, but of course you got to, like, even with the exchange rate, but you've got to make sure that you are watching your prices, because it's easy to forget that there is a 1.42% or exchange rate, and so you got to kind of watch. There was some really nice rye bread at the H-E-B here I was going to buy until I realized it was like $9 a loaf. So yeah, I foregoed that. So yeah, you got to watch your costs. And there's another thing you got to remember, that when you first get down here, you're going to want to see all the sights and you're going to be going from here to there, but you have to get yourself in the mindset that you're not on vacation, that this is living day to day like the same way you would if you were in Canada. So you don't go out, eat out every night, and depends on what your finances are like. You go accordingly. So overall, it's been a very quiet park here. Lots of friendly people. The clientele here is substantially older than me for the most part. I am the youngest guy in the camp. But that's okay because I was looking for someplace quiet, not being a very social person myself. This pretty much suits what I was looking for. The only thing I wish they had was a gym, but I've got access to the pool and I do some exercises in the pool and do a lot of walking. So, I mean, you can keep yourself as busy as you want or be as lazy as you want. It's completely up to you. The weather so far has been around between 85 and 89 degrees. One day hit 90 in Fahrenheit and 73 to 75 at night. However, looking at the long range and talking to the long-term people here, by the time December rolls around, it starts cooling off. In December and January, you're between 73 and 75. Sometimes you can get as low as 60, and or even a little bit colder for a day or two. It all depends. But for the most part, what these people are saying, that once December rolls around, it's December, January is really nice. You don't need to run heat. You don't need to run air conditioning. So, you know, it's pretty much ideal conditions. I guess we'll see. And if anybody has any questions, make a comment and I'll respond. Just, you know, keep them reasonable. Don't be ignorant. I appreciate that, because I'll just block you if you want to say ignorant stuff. This is not a site that's trying to make money. It's just pure information and just some place for my family and friends and strangers to follow and kind of get an idea what living in South Texas is like for the winter. Well, I'm going to go and do a couple more laps in the pool. So have a good day, everybody.